Hey folks, Lilil here, and welcome back to another video where I'm gonna analyze my games that didn't work or not work like I think, like I thought that they could work. I want to share all these games because I want to show my mistakes and show all my good moves, but also my tactical ideas and my ideas in this game, which is the chess. So let's continue this series. In this other one episode, I want to show this game where I played. It was a 3 minute games. It's a blitz game, and I am playing with the white pieces. I started with directly the red opening, and after d5 and c4, I always and I'm trying always to use the head gambit, and so he captured, and now I will develop right, and now he wants to start to make the support of this pawn, but I I just can't I just can I just can't permit. So I captured because if I didn't capture here, if I don't capture here, he will use this pawn in the next move, and he will win one pawn here in the start of the game. So he attacked the knight, and I backed up with the knight. He starts to open the bishop, and now the idea is to capture this other pawn, but now he starts to attack and to support the pawn. So the correct idea here was to attack at the same time with the queen, the pawn, and the bishop. But now he starts to. I didn't make it. I make it the first mistake of the game. I just advanced it because I want to see if he take the pawn. I just retake it if he capture en passant. And so now he offered a new trade, and I accepted it because it's not a good idea here, because here I just still have the idea of the queen, the attack with the queen, so I think I'm in the b3, offering these options. But now I don't have more the idea of the queen because I played the b3 move. So I just played here, and now he captured the other pawn with the queen, and now I need to move the king. I lose the castle, and he captured other pawn, and now he captured here. And so I think that, hey, I think this will be one checkmate, but I played this, which is the only move that works. So here he has played the best move of the position. Now I captured this bishop because I have a lot of fear. And now I offered one trade of queens, but he really don't want. So I start to attack the bishop, and now he moved it to here, right? So now I start to at the same time support the defense of the rook and the knight, while I still trying to exchange the queens. But now he just take the queen and take it off, take out of this way of this diagonal. So I used this bishop to block the castle. I don't want to see him moving the king to the safe. And now he just played the worst move here. that I still don't understand. But the idea is if I if he played it here, I can just go to here, and now he has just one move. And the idea here is first I can start to attack more and more his king. But yes, it was this, and he moved it, and I attacked with the rook d1 check. But the computer recommends to take this other one, rook, because it's very best. It's the best option here. So now he moved the king to the c7, and I moved it to d6 because I want to attack the king. This knight still is completely pinned. So he has captured the bishop, and I lose the bishop. And now I have one bishop and one pawn and less in the board. So he started to make some moves that make me feel a lot of fear, but I just didn't have see the best way or the best positions here. So I moved this rook to here. He just blocked it. But now I start to take the moment to attack this bishop because I want to take this bishop here. So he starts to attack the knight, and I just attacked the king. Now the king needs to go to the safe, but now I need to continue the attack because he's just making some impressive moves. He now attacked my queen. My queen is completely attacked, and I still have the discovered attack of the queen in my king. So I'm going to do c6 to give another check, and knight c6 again. So I take the knight, and now I move it to e5. I move the pawn to e5, and so I just has completely used all these options, but I really need to understand some things here, and I thinking a lot of time. And so the only move that I can see here is to capture the knight. I have the advantage, so if he captured this knight, if he captured this rook with the bishop, I can just put the rook here, but he captured, so I didn't have to see this move with the rook. I just moved it with the knight to give a check, and I think, hey, this is a checkmate, but no, he still can cover with, he still can capture with the queen. So I didn't have to see this, but now I move the rook to b1, attacking his king. So now the king is protected, and now the only way is to give some checks with the queen d6, king d7 protecting, queen d6 d7 attacking, king b8, queen d6, king c8, and so he still will escape with this king. And I just think, hey, I can't see how I moved all the other pieces and sacrificed the rook and the knight, but I just can see how can I just completely lose it the game. I the feeling this moment is well I lose it the game, but I still trying. But here I just wasn't good in the clock. I just wasn't good in the clock. I have just some seconds, and I started to make some pre moves. And in one of these pre moves, yes, I just I just hanging the queen. So he captured, and the time the time was rough. I lose it in time. The time was broken. Just this. The most funny in all this history is that I I can't see this move. I just completely forget this rook in this moment of the game. I just can see the queen and the knight, and I used a lot of time to think how can I use this knight and this queen to finish the game. So I figured, hey, if I move here, I just can win one for the queen, but the material will be the same. So I think, nah, this is not good. This is pretty down bad because I really, really need to think how can I do something like that. So, well, I can see the knight here. And so the idea is that I don't will use this knight. The correct idea is give a check, and if he use the bishop, I just sacrifice the other rook, and if he captures, I will just attack this king, and now the only way is to move with the queen, and so here is the checkmate. Nice. And if he use the queen to move, I just use the queen to take, and so this is a completely checkmate, right? So in all this game, I think I looked to the board, and I'm thinking with me, well, I think this is the best idea, or is the worst idea, and it's so very bad to calculate in the board when a lot of things are happening, like in this position. There are a lot of things happening because, well, the rook's safe, but we have a knight attacking the queen, and my knight is pinned. If this knight move, he will take the queen and attack my knight at the same time, and with the queen attacking here. And this rook is this rook is so far away of the game, and I can't move to here because I have a pawn. But if I move it to here, it's a good move. I can make the king to move. So I think it's a lot of time, and I started to calculate more, and I figured, hey, I need to bring another knight, and this is the correct time where he attacked the other knight, and I attacked here. So I think, hey, I need to access this king. I think I need to sacrifice this rook here, but it's not the best option, because if I sacrifice here, he just can take with king or with bishop, but with queen. So with the queen, the bishop is here. And I figured, hey, I need that for another knight to capture the knight. But now I don't have more lemonades of this queen pinning my king. And I looked at it and said, hey, now I have a good game. Now I have the game. But well, this is the correct option is to sacrifice, and now I bring the rook, I bring the other rook, but not for me. I bring it to the other knight. So when he captured, I just didn't have seen how I can capture this queen. I just want to checkmate the queen, but I really can't think how can I checkmate the king. Because if I move to here, I will checkmate the king, but not. He still has the cover and he still has the other square. So I think we're to capture with the knight with the queen, but this is not a good idea because we just can move to here. Then if he moves to here, he just can use the bishop and it will be one counter check because he will get out of the check and gave me another check. So I need to exchange the queens, and when I exchange the queens, I have only 4 pawns and he has 5 and 1 bishop. So it's a completely winning position. So I think no, I can't. I can't move. I can't move him. I need to move this knight. The knight is a good idea, but I just need to move anywhere. So if you move here, I will just I just will need to make some time if we move to here. I just move here and it's a checkmate. It's a completely checkmate because now I can go through here and he can go to here and to here, but now I can move to here. So he can move to here. He still has this move and I can take the rook, the other rook, and if he moves to here, I'll just take another pawn. I can give one intermediary checkmate, an intermediary check. So we need to move here again. And I just will start to make this better, and now the king is completely closed here in the in this in this part of the board. So I just lose it. And in this day, I just started to attack. And I figured, hey, I need to do a checkmate in this game. So in this game, I look at it and I say, well, I think we can need to understand more about principles of openings, video games, tactics, and end games, but not only this, I need to understand more about tactics and how to imagine the best way of the positions to, to take positions which are happening a lot of things with a lot of pieces and how to manage all the pieces to don't give a chance to my opponent to breathe. Is this what I need? So in this game, I started to think and I started to make some more puzzles. And after this game, I started to learn more about tactics and solve a lot of puzzles of tactics and games, video games, and a lot of problems of chess. So, well, is this? I'm gonna show all the other ideas that I'm trying to understand in the next videos. So if you like it, let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching. And we'll see you the next time. Bye bye.